Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mike, 53.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there.
53, check 53. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Mike 53.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
45.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Under 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 7 yards the pick up there. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
2nd and 4.
I got you.
He completes it to Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
You must be down there 50 fury. He's coming. Strike.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put it in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
It's just me and you.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
45.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll try again, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Dallas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the edge.
On the give, this is Dallas. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Spot 4. Crunch time, defense. Check 3, check 3. Check!
52 blaster.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Guys, it's game situation.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Carson, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike, 45.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
45's the mic.
It's coming this way.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Rabbit. 54's Mike. 54. Watch 54.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Carson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run again with Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
On first down, here's Breida. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's go, D.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
On the handoff, it's Dallas. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. This is Carson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He wasn't ready.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check 99. Check, crunch, crunch. Right.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
You got nothing.
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Switch. Switch. Slam.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with a loss.